Let's talk about accountability. Then we're going to take some questions if we have time. So accountability ain't that complicated. Keep your word. Should be easy. It's really hard. It's hard when we're busy and distracted. Be transparent. Show up as you, as yes, the professional curated version of you. But do you have skills in X? If you do not, then please say, I don't. However, I have skills in Y, or as I learned through Z, I can absorb things quickly. Don't make stuff up. Do your best. That sounds really basic, but again, something we say to kids and then we forget. Don't give in to the temptation of under-preparing, of last-minuting it. Do your best and follow through. I cannot tell you the opportunities I have had over the years because I said I would do something and then I did it, because most people don't do it. It's not a condemnation. That's an I got busy, I forgot. If there's any one of us on this call who has followed through on every single thing we ever said we would do, please call me because I want to know your secret. Accountability is hard and it really matters. Following through for me means writing it down when I agree to do it, because otherwise, who knows it ever happened. Setting time to do it, and more since the pandemic, finding some external accountability. So in the worksheet that I put together for this session, and Gaddafi, if you're on the line, I see you there, perhaps you could share that again in the chat in case anyone missed it at the beginning. There's a link in there to the Gretchen Rubin Accountability for Tendencies survey. It's free, it's easy, it's a fun little tool to better understand what can help you be more accountable to yourself and to others. And that's on the second page of that worksheet. Before I stop the screen share, I just want to come back to this. What do you need to do? Be honest. There's a whole bunch of self-auditing in here. Be honest, move to action, do something, and understand that doing something, progress, is going to count as success here. Getting off go. And if you want customized help, personalized help, then sign up for one of the live coaching slots next Monday. We'll talk about, you can sign up for visual presentation, you can sign up for giving your pitch, you can sign up for having me take a quick look at your LinkedIn. I promise I'll be kind. I promise we'll make some difference. So I'm going to stop my screen share. And while people think if they want questions, I'm going to take a quick look at the chat. Milry.
Just not a question, just an add-on to a point that you made in the area of accountability. You know, sometimes people have these really sophisticated tools for managing their day and their tasks. And sometimes it can be just as simple as, just as you mentioned, writing down a list of things that you've promised. And just as important, I think, is going through, and as you accomplish those things, draw a line through them, check them off, because then the things that you haven't completed jump out at you. And then it's clear how you can develop a plan for how to make sure you get those additional things done, because they might not all happen in a day or a week, but you just want to make sure that when you look at that list, things that you haven't done that you've promised to do actually get done.
Absolutely.
I think also with accountability, we need to be able to apologize and take responsibility for not meeting your follow through time, date, what have you. Take responsibility for it not being completely correct if it's not, and be willing to correct it. And hopefully, you know, it's within the timeline and deadlines. That's part of that whole being transparent thing.
So absolutely. To me, that's part of the transparency piece. If I screwed up, I need to own it. We all mess up sometimes. I've I've shared a few true stories today. One other being a phone call. So I had to make one phone call beginning of this summer that said, I'm getting really overwhelmed, actual paying client, and I am right on the cusp of missing something for you. So what did I do there? I was honest that I was about to screw up, and keyword about. I hadn't messed it up yet. I was managing forward, but I could see that that accident was coming. It meant that we could work together to rearrange priorities, and I had to hire some help. My problem, I had to hire the help to get to done. So looking beyond the end of your nose is super helpful there as well.